What if Steven Gerrard joined Manchester United?
For Gerrard! You beauty!
I'm a huge fan of Alex Ferguson. What he's done in the game is fantastic.
Not only will Gerrard play with legends of the game, but he'll also go up against them. Today, we're going to find out how Gerrard's career would have gone if he joined arch rivals Man United.
He could have been killed.
Would he win the trophies that he deserved, be appreciated like he was in Liverpool, or would he simply be another player? We started off in the 2004-2005 season, and it was a big one. After some lengthy negotiations, Alex Ferguson got his man. He managed to convince Gerrard to join Manchester United from Liverpool. As you can tell, the footballing world was shocked. Mr. Liverpool, captain of the football club, had left for Manchester. He left his boyhood club in this search of that coveted Premier League trophy. Gerrard was excited at the fact he was going to be managed by Sir Alex Ferguson. Not only that, the team difference was phenomenal. Whilst Gerrard was the star man at Liverpool, this wouldn't be the case at Manchester United. After signing for an £84 million transfer fee, he was joining a squad with numerous world-class players, something that Liverpool simply didn't have. Gerrard was in charge of Liverpool. He called the shots, but with joining Manchester United at the time that he has, with such big personalities around, this was never going to be the case here. At least not to start with. He'd have to start afresh. Gerrard had to prove himself once again. There was no time to be wasted, and Gerrard's first season in Manchester United was quickly underway. To which, he didn't start off too bad. His first game of the season was against Crystal Palace, and it took him just 6 minutes to open the scoring, and his account for Manchester United. He went on to score a hat-trick, not a bad debut at all, with an assist from 19-year-old Cristiano Ronaldo. It's fair to say life in Manchester United on the pitch couldn't have started much better, playing with confidence, linking up with teammates that he'd often been enemies of. In his second game, his form continued. 2 goals and 1 assist was not too bad. But here is where challenges started. A huge test against one of his biggest enemies, Jose Mourinho.
I tried to bring him to Chelsea, I tried to bring him to Inter, I tried to bring him to Real Madrid, and he was always a dear enemy.
It wasn't just Jose Mourinho that he was competing against. He's playing against one of the best Chelsea squads, arguably, that they've ever had. With Frank Lampard's knack for getting into the box at the right time and Didier Drogba's clutch game mentality, this was going to be tough. But Gerrard didn't shy away, with a fantastic assist to captain Roy Keane and a great inside of the foot finish inside the box, putting it past Petr Cech. Manchester United went on to win this game 2-0 away at Stamford Bridge. After a series of fantastic performances, Gerrard grabs August Player of the Month, with 5 matches and 6 goals. However, Roy Keane had this to say.
Fantastic. His stats since he's come to the club are okay.
There was clearly a bit of animosity between the pair, but there was no time to dwell. Liverpool were performing well and Manchester United was stuck in a rut. They needed to go away at Arsenal to get their season back on track. Getting a result at Arsenal, prime Arsenal, was going to be no easy task for any team. But these occasions, these big games, this is why Manchester United and Alex Ferguson brought Steven Gerrard in to help them get across the line and be dominant in English football. One ability that Steven Gerrard had above many of his peers was being able to grab a game by the scruff of the neck and dragging them through. And with this perfectly weighted corner to Ferdinand, he started off doing exactly that. But he wasn't done there. Steven Gerrard popped up with a fantastic finish in a huge game to try and get his club back on track. He was already becoming someone that his team could rely on, a big figure, and that's what he was. Gerrard in his prime was a player that could play in a multitude of positions and still be the best player on the pitch. That's just how he was. In his first season, he played alongside Paul Scholes and Roy Keane, allowing him to play a more advanced position on the pitch and get involved in the attack. He wasn't the only Scouser in the team performing well. A young Wayne Rooney won the 2004 Young Player of the Year award and was doing his thing. The Premier League title was hotting up. Liverpool were 5 points clear of Manchester United. Has Gerrard made a mistake? Liverpool were in a purple patch of form and Harry Kewell grabbed March Player of the Month. But one of the biggest games was about to take place. Liverpool versus Manchester United. 28 minutes gone and Gerrard looks like he's starting to get into a bit of a rhythm here. Nice pass. They come back inside. Gerrard with the assist into Ronaldo, and that's 1-0. Wow. A 19-year-old Ronaldo stepping up for the big occasion. But that wasn't it. Van Nistelrooy got on the score sheet, and that was all she wrote. The Premier League title was in the balance. Manchester United and Liverpool level on points, but Man U ahead due to goal difference. Both of these last games are must win. You lose one of these, and the league could be your rivals. But a young Cristiano once again steps up to score an important goal, and another to make it 2-0. And before half-time, Manchester United made it 3-0 courtesy of a goal from Stevie G. Things were looking comfortable for Man United at half-time, and maybe they could relax, especially with Ronaldo bagging his hat-trick and celebrating in typical Ronaldo fashion. However, the job wasn't done yet. As you can see in the top right-hand side of your screen, Liverpool were winning 3-1 against Crystal Palace. Both teams had did their job. Liverpool end up winning and Manchester United. This was going down to the last game of the season. The last game was still to be played, and it's almost as if Liverpool were trying to play mind games. A transfer offer came in for Gabriel Heinz, to which, of course, Manchester United rejected. Gerrard had a very good first season, 19 goals and 11 assists. Reality started to set in. He was one game away. This Middlesbrough team was all that stood between him and getting that Premier League title that he so deserved. Will Captain Gareth Southgate let it come home? Or will Middlesbrough spoil the party and give Gerrard a night that he'll want to forget? 10 minutes in and Alex Ferguson is looking a bit nervous, I'm not going to lie. But there's plenty of time for Man U and Steven Gerrard to do something important. And we have a corner here, whipped in, well defended from Middlesbrough. And it looks like Man U are going to try and recycle the ball here. Ferdinand into Scholes now. Nice bit of play between them. It's Paul Scholes finding himself in the box and he strikes it and it's a goal. 1-0 for Manchester United. That could win Gerrard his first ever Premier League title. But there's a long way to go. We need to find out what's happening in the Liverpool game. But for now, it's all focus on Manchester United as Scholes comes again. And Mark Schwarzer, wow, solid save out of the big fella. But we've already seen Gerrard's delivery work once. Are we going to see it again? He whips it in. It's not the best ball, and it's easily defended from Middlesbrough. And there you have it. The first half is in the books. 1-0 to Manchester United. The second half gets straight underway, and Van Nistelrooy finds Wayne Rooney with a goal that could mean everything. All Man United have to do is see this out, and they've won the Premier League title. And that is exactly what they did. The 90th minute, the ref blows the final whistle. Manchester United beat Liverpool to the Premier League trophy. In just his first season, Steven Gerrard managed to do what he never did in his long career as a Liverpool player, and that's win the Premier League title. After years of underachieving at Liverpool, not having the correct players around you to be able to go to that next level, not having the financial backing, Steven Gerrard accomplished his sole goal to win the Premier League. When it comes to trophies, Steven Gerrard might have made the correct decision, as Liverpool drew on the final day at home to Newcastle. Another season where they just didn't have enough to get over the line. After his successful debut season, Manchester United splashed the cash. They brought in Brazilian Adriano and the German midfielder Michael Ballack. And if that wasn't enough, the Brazilian Ballon d'Or winning Ronaldinho. With Man United breaking the bank on some hefty transfers, they wanted to win it all. There was a huge focus on European success at Manchester United. They wanted that Champions League, and Steven Gerrard was going to try and give it them. He was given the armband this year, and Manchester United won 6 out of 6 in the Champions League, soaring through their group, whilst also being sat at the top of the Premier League by 4 points. Gerrard was still bagging important goals at the San Siro against AC Milan, but at the same time, their attitude in the team stunk. Was there too many superstars? Who knows? There was bad blood in the camp, and that was evident. But as professional as ever and sticking to the task at hand, Gerrard would score screamers like this almost every game. Next up, the Champions League final. And they had to play holders Real Madrid. Real Madrid are actually dominating Man U at the minute in these first couple of minutes, and it's R9. Oh my God. They're 1-0 down. But when they needed him most, Steven Gerrard would step up to the plate. It's almost as if he's used to being down in a Champions League final and scoring a header. That woke Man U up, and Ronaldo followed suit with a great left-footed finish, and Adriano, straight off the back of half-time, slams it home. Manchester United completed the comeback with 3-1, being the final score. His second season ended up being a bigger success than the first, winning the Champions League, captaining the side, and also bringing back the Premier League for the second consecutive season, winning the League Cup also to make them treble winners. But the rumours were true. Gerrard wanted to leave. He said he never felt truly accepted by the Manchester United fans. Gerrard went on to see the rest of his career out at Real Madrid, playing in the Bernabeu along some star-studded names, to say the very least. However, even though the fans were a lot more accepting of Steven Gerrard, he just felt like something was missing. Something wasn't right. After another eventful Champions League victory where AC Milan fought as hard as they could, Gerrard went on to later announce his retirement from football. He retired in the year 2013 and he achieved everything he wanted in his career. Won everything possible. But if he could turn back time, he would have never left Liverpool. When he goes back to his hometown, he's greeted with resentment. He gained everything that a footballer could want. The money, the fame, the glittering career. But after he left Liverpool, he didn't have the happiness and lacked approval of the people and the place he loved the most. The city of Liverpool.